Damn, I had something I was about to ask you.
Oh my gosh.
Lost my train of thought.
It was
Lost
probably
my.
for the best.
Was it really?
Was it going to be was it going to be something productive, something constructive, something that builds the community?
Builds the community?
Or you going to we just spent like an hour talking about the most unproductive shit ever.
Well, I mean, look.
We was talking about paintings from people.
Was it really non-productive? I feel like I learned some things.
We're talking about paintings from a certain person, bro.
Hey man, look. Hey, he nice with it. I don't know what you want me to say.
He was.
Was nice.
They should have let him in that school, bro. Stuff would have worked out so much better for so many people.
Nigga would have changed the generation. Oh my god. But welcome back to another episode of the Play for Keys podcast. I am your host, Sir Greg.
Okay, I see it. I'm your host, Jackson. Just Jackson. I couldn't think of nothing.
Damn, Sir Jax could have been crazy. That could have gone crazy. That really.
I'm your host, Sir Jax.
Stop it. We here. It's another ugly day over here.
It was ugly over here too. Ugly over here too. Just rainy and disgusting.
And it's snowy and disgusting over here. But a real nigga coming back to the city.
Well, I tell you, you talk about Houston every single episode, bro.
Hey, look, at the same time,
bro, you just love it. You don't want to admit it, but you love it.
I was just updating my community on where I would be. You know what I mean? Like, I don't shit crazy. Well, I will admit, I do talk about Houston at a higher clip than you.
That's just all I wanted you to say.
That's fine.
I wanted you to say.
Did I say anything about Houston last week?
Every single episode.
No. I'm saying like, yes. Do you happen to know what I said? Did I say anything about Houston last week?
I don't remember what you said, but I know.
I feel like I didn't talk about.
No, you did. That's because I made the observation last week.
No, you made it 2 weeks ago.
I'm pretty sure it was last week.
Nah, you made it 2 weeks ago.
Regardless, but you talk about it every single. Just go back and listen.
I mean, I will. That's why I went. I went back. I was like, you know what? I feel like I tried to make a concerted effort.
Bro, you talk about Houston, and then you say we need to get to the meat and potatoes of something. Those are two things you say.
I'll be cooking with that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. No cap. But let's get back to the real meat and potatoes. I gotta chill. You gotta chill. I just gotta let it play out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was trying to get it to stop. It just kept repeating.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
It just kept repeating. I was like, you know what? Let me just make it stop by just letting it play out. That's all right, my fault. But Jax, how you been?
I am hungry because we're doing this late and I ain't ate yet. But we move.
Doing well myself. Can't complain. Packing bags. A real nigga's birthday this weekend. Got to turn up for that.
It's not my birthday.
That's why there's two real niggas on the pod. I don't know what to tell you, my guy. I'm on the fence on if I'm gonna buy this Lakers ticket. Lakers play the Rockets on Monday. Bron didn't play his last two games because he had an ankle tweak, but they're saying that it wasn't long term, and he's expected to play on Thursday, which is tomorrow because we're shooting Wednesday today. But I'm on the fence about it because I'm only buying this ticket because I want to go see LeBron.
Yeah,
I could care less about AD. I mean, I've seen AD before.
You don't care about Darvin Ham and his hands in his pocket and just looking around the sideline, just acting like he working. That's how I'd be at work.
Nah, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on D'Angelo Russell and the tears that he has.
He's not going to be there longer. He's not going to be there that long.
Hey, did you saw that Nick Young comment?
I forgot about the whole Nick Young and D'Angelo Russell thing, bro. Well, I mean, Nick Young, he still hasn't forgot it, so it's funny.
He said, "Nigga, use a bitch." Shout out to him. Shout out to Iggy Azalea. You know what I mean? 2014. What a time. But shit, Joshua. Hey, where do we start? So much things have happened in this calendar week. We had to cut a lot of things down. Actually.
No, Kev, it was a whole lot. Like, man, I was like, great. There's no way we're talking about all of this stuff, and he was just like, I agree, and so I thank you for that. But to start, I have to pose a question to you, not even to you, or it's not even to the listeners. It's sort of just, I have a question for Jordan Love. Like, Jordan Love, what was that? Like, why did you do that? Why did you throw that football? He didn't have to throw that football. He could just throw it away. In the Packers, they probably still be playing right now. But what I'm referring to is in the Packers 24-21 playoff loss against the 49ers that happened on Saturday. The Packers, they had the ball with not much time left. I don't remember exactly how much was left, but it was their last shot to win the game. And they were sort of driving down the field. And Jordan Love, he had the ball. There was like Jordan Love, he was cooking that game, bro. He was like, you cannot deny he was cooking that game. And he had the ball. I believe it was only like second down, not that much time left in the game. He dropped back to pass. Nobody was open. He rolled out. He rolled out to the right side of the field. Nobody was open. So he did the one thing that quarterbacks are taught to never do, is throw the ball all the way back across his body into the waiting hands of San Francisco 49ers linebacker Dre Greenlaw. And Jordan Love, why did you throw that football? Like, nobody was open. All you had to do was just throw it out of bounds. You guys would still be playing right now. But you went full Brett Favre, full Jay Cutler. Like, you just had one of them moments. And now we have to endure another week of people wondering, oh, is Brock Purdy elite? Oh, is Brock Purdy this? Oh, is Brock Purdy that? All because you had one job and you didn't do it. And that just breaks my heart, Greg. How do you feel? How did you feel when you saw that throw? What was going through your head?
When I saw the throw or like the result of it?
Both.
When I saw that nigga throw the ball, I was like, hold on, nigga, who you see? I was at work. And anytime somebody throw a deep pass, like my automatic response, hold on, nigga, who you see? Who you see down there? And then sometimes they'll get a catch or sometimes it doesn't happen. So that's the first thing I blurted out. And I had forgot that I was at work. I'm like, oh shit, let me chill the fuck out. And then it was a pick. I was like, this nigga here. I know what they're gonna do. I know what they're gonna say. Young quarterback, mistake, he young. But during that time, I'm just like, nigga, I only feel some type of way because I didn't want the 49ers in there. But at the end of the game, I did have to admit, man, Brock Purdy elite, man.
Greg, shut the hell up.
Did you see that elite handoff? That was the elite handoff, nigga. When Chris passed a Chris little handoff to McCaffrey. That was in the rain. I don't think I could make that handoff. I ain't.
You was at work, so since you're at work, can you hear like the commentators or no?
I hear everything. Well, I be hearing like even after the game, before the game, like their mics be on for us all the time.
Oh, okay.
So them niggas be talking shit. Some niggas don't be talking shit. Some niggas just be quiet.
Like there was a play when Brock Purdy, he wiped his hands off on his towel that he had like on like the side of him before he threw the ball. And the commentators, they was going crazy over that. They were just like, oh, look at him. He's so composed and cool and collected. He can wipe his hand before he throws it. But I'm just like, this is what we've come to. This is what happened to the game I love. We're going crazy over somebody just wiping his hand off. Like,
everybody in these indoor stadiums.
I can't believe it, bro. It breaks my heart. But I mean, the Packers, they look good though. They're set up for the future, and I can't wait to see what they have in store with Jordan Love and everything. And he's probably gonna get paid this offseason too. So it was a good year for them.
It's a good year for all young quarterbacks, honestly. With the exception of maybe
Zach Wilson.
Yeah. that nigga so bad I kind of forgot he was a young quarterback. Yeah,
exactly. And Mac Jones, shoot.
Yeah, and Mac. Yeah, were they the same year? Or they were different years? They probably years apart.
I think they were they're same. They were same year because Zach Wilson went because it was like Trevor Lawrence, then Zach Wilson because everybody was like, "Oh, Zach Wilson's so good."
Wow.
Yeah, Zach Wilson was 2. I think Mac Jones was like 10 or something like that. I think Mac Jones went before Justin Fields. I could be wrong, but still,
he did. I'm almost certain. I don't know. So didn't mean to ask this question, but I will. Is this or was that the most overrated and overhyped quarterback class of this decade? For the hype that they came in, because you know how they was slurping that nigga, Trevor Lawrence. They thought that nigga was the next whatever.
Yeah. Peyton Manning next. They thought he was Andrew Luck. And if y'all remember when Andrew Luck came out, Andrew Luck was the truth.
Clear cut.
and he came out and he was the truth. So they wasn't wrong about Andrew Luck.
God. Yo, that was, I ain't gonna lie. That was one of the very few niggas I was like, nigga, why is he doing a pro day? Why is he out here in Stanford? Go rest, nigga. Oh my god. Yeah, is that the word? Is that the most overrated and overhyped QB class of this generation of this decade?
I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna have to put a pin in that and come back to that one because that's like out this decade. I gotta go back and look.
Yeah,
but it could be. It could because like Trevor Lawrence, is he good? Yes, but he's not what everybody thought he would be.
At least not this year.
Yeah, Justin Fields, he's talented, but his talent ain't really been shown all that way. Mac Jones is. I knew Mac Jones wasn't good. I don't know why everybody thought he was good.
Because Bama roll tide. That's what it is.
They never had good quarterbacks historically. Yeah, never had good quarterbacks.
Still to this day, they ain't got no good quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah, none of them. None of them have been good.
Who? Zach Wilson. I don't even know. Like Zach, he played at BYU, bro, and like BYU be having them players who are all like 27 years old because they got to take like a mission trip and everything. So like they're just adults beating up on 18 and 19-year-olds, bro. Of course the team was going to be good. So I don't know, but we got to go back in. I don't know, but they could be.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, but so we putting a pin in that one. What's some of the other reactions you had to the divisional round of the playoffs? Let me go ahead and ring off the scores that happened. Both the Chiefs, they beat the Bills 24-27. That was a great game.
Yeah.
The Lions beat the Bucks 31-23. That was also a great game. This was all great games except for the last one, which is the Texans and the Ravens, because the Ravens it was competitive for 2 quarters, and then the Ravens were like, "Oh wait, we're a better team," and sort of stomped them out 34-10. But what's some of the other reactions you had?
Look, people was looking at me crazy when I picked the Bucks to win. Some niggas almost had a chance. They almost did that big.
They did.
They was knocking on the door. And then the Bills, I'm not gonna lie to you, because I was talking about this with another Bills fan. It just really felt like on that kick. Remember them old school Buffalo Wild Wings commercials? We're like, we want to yeah. And then they push the button and then something crazy happens. When that kick went and just went far right, like as a fan, even though I'm not a fan, as a fan, I probably would have felt better if it was like a doink. That shit didn't touch nothing. Just went wide right. At home. You know the conditions. And you're a good kicker. Like, at least this year. So I saw that and I was just like, man, I'm not saying that niggas writing scripts. I'm just saying that this is just what cats say. This is what movies is made for. I don't know why that nigga said that. That was crazy. But hey, that's the first thing that popped up in my mind. Those are the 2 things. And then look, shout out, Texans, they'll be all right.
Yeah. They wasn't supposed to get this far, so they got no reason to be upset, bro. Like they had a great season.
This is the time to push for a Super Bowl anyway. So go ahead, load up.
Yeah,
load up, Houston. Your window is now.
Well, I don't know about that because Patrick Mahomes is still in the AFC, and Patrick Mahomes, he's the window closer. He's like Michael Jordan, bro.
Oh my god!
You see Josh Allen putting up. Let me see the stats, because as much as we talk about Josh Allen, he had a never mind. He had an okay game. He would have had a better game if people could catch, because there was about, I think, Trent Sherfield, he dropped like 2 deep bombs. Stephon Diggs had the drop heard around the world, where like nigga, that was one of the craziest throws I ever seen. I didn't think he could throw it that far, bro.
No, he got a cannon on him.
Like I knew that, but just I never seen him just like uncork that hole in like live game action. Cause like that was like a legit, like I think they said it went like 66 yards just in the air, like like it was a crazy pass, and it hit Stephon Diggs right in the hands. Like literally, and he dropped it, which is crazy because Stephon Diggs was at one point one of the best receivers in the NFL, which I still think he is, but these last few weeks it hasn't really been like that for him.
Type shit.
But yeah, Mahomes, he seems like the door closer, because he's just shutting out all the, like, even though it's not always him, because like the defense stepped up big in this game, but he's just shutting out all these great quarterbacks, and I think he's gonna be like that Michael Jordan of this next generation. Hopefully, Dallas can squeeze them a Super Bowl in. Probably not. But, I mean, Mahomes is going crazy right now.
Yeah, that's why we need niggas to step up, especially in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is probably the worst the Chiefs have looked throughout this 6-year run, and they're still finding themselves in the AFC Championship. I don't really think they're going to get much worse than this in like the short-term future.
Yeah.
So, Lamar, please capitalize. This is the time.
You said Lamar Jackson, please save. You seen that video? Lamar Jackson, please save us.
Bro, like we need this, bro. Like at least with Tom Brady, it was Tom Brady, and we talk about and Peyton and Big Ben and Drew Brees got him on a little bit, but like there was elite quarterbacks that was like, it wasn't just like it's starting to for a moment it started to look like the Kansas City Chiefs Invitational as like a divisional round.
It's still
AFC champ, and it's still looking like that. And I'm just like, hey, my nigga, it would be nice if you don't turn this into like a 2017 Golden State Warriors kind of thing, where we just kind of already know who's coming out.
Yeah.
We will like some competitiveness. I think the Ravens will always do that, or at least I hope. But I mean, I agree with you, man. This is the MJ of our era. This nigga's about to touch 3 Super Bowl wins, and he's not even 28.
Yeah, like he's nowhere near 30, bro. He's like, what if he gets better? Like, I don't know how he could get better, but what if he just gets better, bro? Like
he's gotten better every year. And niggas keep saying, oh, he lost his favorite target, Tyreek. What are you gonna do? He lost this target. His receivers can't catch. And he found himself in the AFC Championship. My nigga.
I
don't know what else.
Like week 5 or not week 5, maybe like week 8, like halfway through the season, I would have never expected the Chiefs. Like, I didn't even know if they was gonna make the playoffs for real, because their offense was just that bad. Like it felt like everybody was just conspiring against Patrick Mahomes, because like niggas just could not catch, bro. And like all the penalties was crazy. The linemen, they couldn't block, receivers couldn't catch, and they still almost or they're still in the AFC Championship on the verge of a Super Bowl. So it's crazy. It's real crazy.
I agree. I definitely agree.
But in other NFL news, there's a big coaching hire. Now, if you haven't heard, the Titans hired a new head coach, guys. They hired the Bengals offensive coordinator, Brian Callahan. That's all I have to say on that, because I don't know that man. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about that.
Give it up to them niggas, man. Give it up to them niggas.
I guess.
Yeah, y'all gotta chill. Who the fuck cares, my nigga? I ain't gonna lie to you. It's cool. This is the Titans, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them niggas finna leave. Who the fuck?
But yeah, now we got the Titans head coach out the way. Let's get to the real head coaching news that happened. Jim Harbaugh, you are the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. Did one of us call that? I want to say you did.
Yeah, I did. I was like, he's probably going to the Chargers. It just makes sense for him to be and you mentioned like all of his shit has been in Cali for at least NFL, stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I just don't think it's going to be as easy as people want to make it seem. They're going to have to blow that team up.
Oh, everybody's old. All the good players are old except for Justin Herbert.
Justin, like, in fairness, as much as we talk about Justin Herbert, you got the hardest part pretty much covered. You have a franchise quarterback that's a lot better than a lot of other situations. But you need to go ahead and sell Keenan Allen now. That nigga had one of the best seasons of his career. Not really career, but like he had a really, really good season. And it's going to be very hard for this nigga to duplicate that because he's getting older and he's always injury prone. But he wasn't injured.
It's crazy. I'm surprised. He's always. I like Keenan Allen. He's always hurt though. Like,
sell that nigga high now. Mike Williams is coming off a torn ACL. Get them running backs. Like, it's gonna be a fire sale. You gotta rebuild. Even on the defensive side, like I don't even know what kind of pick you have. I think you probably had like the 10th, anywhere between the 10th or the 12th pick, I believe.
There's somewhere in the teens. There's somewhere.
Yeah, so I just don't know what direction they would be going. I just know you got to get rid of people, but I don't even know what your starting piece is going to look like, what you're trying to go get. It's a lot of work for Harbaugh, but I mean, I'm glad to see him back in the NFL. Because at any given moment, they was going to boo that nigga out of college anyway at some point. That's how college football works. Look at Dabo Swinney. Them niggas was ready to get that nigga up out of here this year.
Look at Nick Saban. They lost like what, one, or I guess technically they lost 2 games, and people was like, does he still have it? He lost 2 games. Like,
that's some crazy shit to say.
I'm not gonna lie, we was the people.
It was us. We did it. It's me. I picked this. Because at first I'm like, yo, this sounds mad familiar. Who said that?
I was like, wait, I said that.
Hey. But was it valid?
I mean,
I'm saying, nigga, hey, not too much on us. That's why you got up out of there, though, right? Hey, so there was some truth to it, huh?
I'm just
niggas
saying.
Don't want to talk about it like that for real. Niggas ain't trying to fall for real. Y'all niggas just start gaslighting all of a sudden.
Oh my god.
But yeah, man. I'm like I said, happy for Harbaugh, but don't be surprised if this nigga has a slow start. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is not gonna be instant. Instant success.
And he's in the AFC West, the division that has none other than Patrick Mahomes. So.
Ain't nobody worried about that nigga, bro. I promise you, bro. If you are the Chargers, Patrick Mahomes is the last thing you need to be concerned about. Go get you a good team. Go get yourself back in position, nigga. You is nowhere close to Patrick Mahomes right now. Don't even worry about the division, bro. Focus on a wild card. You're not winning that division anytime soon within the next 2 years, bro.
I don't think nobody said the Chiefs are gonna win that division. They're gonna be like the Patriots, bro.
Yeah, but the Chargers have the best chance out of. Let me take that back. I take that back.
Who else got a better chance?
Hey, you gonna think I'm crazy? Let them Raiders get a few pieces, bro.
They don't even have a quarterback.
I'm very high. That's what I'm saying. Let them get a few.
You act like it's easy to get a quarterback.
Hey, this the best draft to go get one.
I mean,
I'm really high on that nigga Pierce, man. The real Pierce.
Who the fake Pierce?
Fuck Paul Pierce, nigga.
Oh.
Fuck that nigga Paul, nigga. But you know what I mean? Like, who else is in that division? It's Chiefs. Oh, Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos.
Actually,
Sean Payton beat.
Sean Payton not like that. Bullshit, yo. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, that's a really interesting kind of division. If you really think about it, if they get their shit together, not saying that the Chiefs don't come out on top, but it's not gonna be no easy. It will never look like the Patriots. Like, oh, this is our division.
I mean, we say that now, but then you see what Patrick Mahomes just did with no receivers. So
yeah, the Broncos almost won the division. That's what happened in the regular season.
And they were still. I still can't believe they benched Russell Wilson.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit, bro. That's so.
That's why I don't think the Broncos, they're not going to do nothing until they fire Sean Payton, bro. Because that's. But anyway, back to the Chargers though. One thing I will say about Harbaugh coach teams, like, because even like the 49ers back in the day when they had like Cap and Patrick Willis and all them, it's in Michigan now. Them teams, like, they got a mindset which is really good for a coach. Like you were just talking about the Raiders, they have a mindset as well. Like once you have like an established mindset on the team, like of just toughness, like Harbaugh will bring. I think that's gonna bode well for them, especially a team like the Chargers who need some toughness because everybody always hurt there. So them teams, they're gonna be tough. They will hit somebody. Because I was watching the Michigan team against Washington. I was just like, bro, these niggas
been a minute since I heard some shoulder pads sound like that.
Like, no cap.
Even when they played Alabama, I was like, God damn.
Exactly. I thought Alabama was finna run them over. They was hitting. So them teams will hit. And so that's a good mindset to have. I think they're probably, like you said, they probably will start slow because they have too many old players and they need to move around a lot of pieces. But I think they're going to be good. Maybe not the first year, probably not the second year, but that third year they might be really like some real threats to like win a Super Bowl type stuff.
That's true. But you never know. People really try to copycat and emulate teams, and the way the Texans put their blueprint on, a lot of people gonna try it. I think that the Chargers is the exact result of what not winning it all looks like after 2 or 3 years. Like they followed the formula of get the young quarterback and then build pieces around him really quickly on some win now shit while he's on his rookie deal, and it just did not pan out. Not only did it did not pan out, like you didn't even really like go far in the playoffs.
You wasn't even close at all.
You wasn't even close, my nigga. Like it was really bad. Like that, and now this is what you have to deal with. A whole lot of shit of you just gotta gotta retool and do all this stuff. Like even when Patrick Mahomes had to retool, at least you got the Super Bowl out of it. Now you got 2 Super Bowls out of it, but this shit right here, this shit just makes it feel a little bit more depressing. Like, damn, I feel like we just wasted our time. Yeah. A rebuild for the NFL is way different than the NBA. I will say that, but
I feel like NFL rebuild. I think it could be faster than an NBA rebuild, but it's just more demoralizing. Because like just watching your team lose them games just kills you more. I feel like with the NBA, it's 82 games in the NBA, so you sort of get used to the losing after a bit, and when the team's trying to rebuild.
But for the most part, I don't think there's the tolerance for losing isn't as bad in the NFL than it is the NBA. Like you can really lose a few years in the NBA. You can really tank for real, and nobody's been going to bat an eye until it gets Detroit Pistons bad.
And even then, people are just like, "Oh, they're bad. They're tanking. They got young players. It happens."
But with the NFL, yeah, niggas.
2 years.
2 years. It's like, hey, my nigga, sell the team. Like
you're not finishing that third. You're not finishing that third year if you start off slow. If you have 2 bad seasons, you start off slow the third year. You're not finishing that season, bro.
Oh God, we switching quarterbacks. We doing something. Something got to change. Man. Even with who's a bad team right now?
The Panthers.
Even with the Panthers, let some shit. Hey, let them have a repeat season next year.
The Panthers, they already fired their coach. They fired their coach like 8 games this season.
But like I said, but let that shit happen again. Watch some more shit happen. It's like, yo, there's too much money being lost right now. Let's go get some shit going. But yeah. More of the story. Shout out to John Harbaugh. He got a lot of work to do. I don't know.
And shout out to Jim Harbaugh again because he did all that illegal stuff in the NCAA. he getting rewarded for it with a national championship and an NFL contract.
And I definitely said John. I meant Jim. But yes.
I mean, John Harbaugh got a lot of work to do too because
yes, nigga, please. Please, motherfucker, please.
Lamar Jackson, please save us.
Nah, man. You saw that Kodak Black post about Lamar?
Yeah. I like to take away from that post. I'm like, Kodak, he's in jail again, bro.
Oh, he's in jail?
Yes.
Damn.
I'm like, he just won't stop going. He like it in there, bro.
That's home. That's home for him.
Oh, that's terrible. But you know, I feel like he probably spent like most of his life in prison, which is it's a terrible thing to joke about, but damn.
I mean, look.
Lock in, bro. You gotta do something. You gotta do something.
He is locked in, nigga. Come on, man. How more locked in can you be? Oh, that's crazy. Tell that nigga to lock in. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, shit.
But speaking of somebody who is not locked in, as we transition to the NBA, Adrian Griffin, he is not locked in anymore. He's no longer the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. They fired him on Tuesday?
Yeah, yesterday.
They fired him even though the Bucks are the second seed in the East and have a 30-13 record. What? That's all I have. What? Why?
How do you feel about it? That's how you feel?
What?
Like, you feel like that's the right decision?
Like, there's like I've been reading up a little bit, not much, because I don't really care about the Bucks for real. They're finna like I know they're going to the playoffs. They got one of the best players in the NBA, so I'm not too worried about them. But there's reports that like the players just was not they weren't locked in with him. There was reports that they didn't really just get along with him, like his whole get down and sort of it was sort of not writing on the wall, but it was a weird thing when early in the season, or maybe it was even before the season started, but Terry Stotts, who was an assistant coach for the Bucks, he was one of Dame's favorite coaches as well. He mutually decided to part. They mutually parted ways after he got into an argument with Griffin during practice, and like if it couldn't have been one argument to make him quit, because we're adults. Arguments happen, but this, like the fact that he was like, you know what, I'm not even going to do this, even though this team has championship potential, and he knows Dame Lillard, he has a good relationship with him and everything. He was like, you know what, let me just leave. Like that just shows you that whatever was going on, that Griffin, he wasn't, able to mess with Stotts like that, and he wasn't able to mess with the team, and it's evidenced by their troubles on defense. They've been winning in spite of it, but still crazy. And I mean, I guess I don't know if I don't think I would have fired him though, because I would have just it's too early, bro. Like I would have let the season play out a little bit more.
The first thing I thought about was like, damn, like these niggas did what probably the Boston Celtics fans wanted to do last year with Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah.
But you know what they not talking about? Joe Mazzulla being on the hot seat this year. Haven't heard much about that kind of talk this year. Maybe because they're doing really good. And it's just another year of this nigga being a head coach. I don't know. Maybe just repetition matters. I wasn't necessarily upset. Reading some of this stuff, I ain't gonna lie. And I wish I had some of this stuff brought up so that, niggas don't think I'm talking out my ass. But it's not necessarily the defense. Like, it is defense. Mm-hmm. But it's the teams that they are losing to with this said defense as well. Like, I know that there was a lot of not a turning point because shit was already bad. But one thing that did not help was January. They talked about January 6th losing to the Rockets.
January 6th was not a good day for a lot of reasons.
Hey, look. Hey, man.
It was a good day to some people. To some who celebrate.
Oh, niggas celebrate that?
It's a holiday for them people, but continue, my fault.
Yeah, so like, and me watching that game, because I watched 482 of them niggas, you feel me? Houston Rockets. I will admit, they missed the fuck out of Drew Holiday. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. They missed the fuck out of Drew Holiday. Now, it's not that I don't have a problem with them firing their head coach as much as I am having a problem with who they decided to hire to replace this nigga. And I feel like this was a business decision because at the end of the day, Giannis only picked Adrian Griffin because he made it very known that he did not want Nick Nurse as his head coach. He wanted Nick Nurse to not be his head coach so much that he said, "Hey, I want Adrian Griffin." And they respected that nigga's wishes. Now, I don't know where the beef started. I don't know if the nigga decided, "Hey, yo, I want to get rid of the Nassus."
That's probably
I don't know what happened. But that relationship soured very quickly. But to kind of wrap everything up on my end, the reason why it's a head scratcher is because they're so talented. They can get away with having the number 2 seed. They remind me of Cam Reddish. The Bucks remind me of Cam Reddish, specifically in high school, surviving off of pure talent. And then when you get to D1 basketball, you look a little different, but you still kind of have like you're young and
you got the flashes and everything.
You got flashes and stuff, and then you get to the NBA, and now it's just like, damn, why is this nigga bouncing from team to team? And you got random niggas every time he switches a team. They always want to go back to that Anthony Edwards clip of that nigga talking about how good Cam Reddish was.
That Anthony Edwards clip is saving his career, bro.
Saving his career right before our very eyes. That's how I view the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, the regular season, yeah, you can get away with playing the Pistons with this kind of defense. They ain't got no dreams and aspirations this year. But when it's time for the playoffs, they understand this shit is not going to be acceptable. This is worse than David Black because at least David Black got a chance to coach more than 1 year. You know what I mean?
He coached more than 1 year
because he was there a year before LeBron was there.
Oh, okay.
And then once LeBron had the full season, then LeBron was like, "Yo, get this nigga out of here, bro. Get the nigga, go find my nigga Ty Lue." You know what I mean? So at least that was there. At least you completed a full season. Getting fired mid-season as a young coach, that's kind of crazy because who gonna give you an opportunity again? It's cooked. I feel bad for him, but to feel like Doc Rivers is your answer is kind of head scratching. But I know what this is. This is like hey, if he doesn't win a championship this year, he gonna get back. I don't think Doc Rivers is gonna be there more than this season.
Nah.
He's a bridge coach. Because it wouldn't make sense to get another young coach or another coach that ain't got no real credentials right now. What you gonna do? Go get Coach Bud again? What you gonna do? Like what are your options for real?
But I don't even think you mentioned who they did hire as head coach. But they did, in fact, hire Doc Rivers as the head coach, which I have feelings about this.
Go ahead.
I need an ISO.
That is not the ISO, nigga.
It's not the ISO. I'm not ISO.
Nah, I got you. The fuck?
Wait, I see it.
There you
go. Doc Rivers, you are a snake, bro. You are a hoe. Why did you do that to that man, bro? You probably don't know. But I'm going to read this verbatim from an ESPN story. League sources say Doc Rivers, who signed as an ESPN analyst after getting fired by Philly in May, served as an informal consultant to Adrian Griffin at the behest of the Bucks. Doc Rivers. How could you do that to somebody you're supposed to mentor? Like a young coach who's trying to be like you, who's trying to, win the championship like you did back in 2009 or whatever. Why did you slime him like that? Why did you snake him like that? Like what did he do to you? You were his confidant. You were giving him advice.
Type shit.
And you must have been giving him the wrong advice if he got fired. Like, am I crazy? Like I'm not crazy for thinking that, right? Like, nah, he got fired, and then you're like, you know what? I don't really even like this ESPN stuff for real. Let me get back to coaching. Like, bro, what the hell? Like, am I crazy for thinking like that's messed up? Like, what's going? Like, why would you do something like that? Bro?
So you feel like he gave him the wrong information?
I don't even say wrong information for real, because like, I don't want to put it on that man for real like that, but like, dog, like you were mentoring him, and you failed him as a mentor, which led to him getting fired, and then you're just gonna take his job. Like, that's some hoe shit, bro. Like, what?
Now,
like, I'm speechless, bro. Like,
now, Jax, one could argue that maybe he was being authentic, and these are just the results of what Doc Rivers actually does. And the proof is in the pudding. Because is this nigga Doc Rivers better? If you take away the 2008 season, what has this nigga done?
All he do is yell like this. That's his only really accomplishment. Like, that's all he do. Like, just talk with an ashy voice and get us into the NBA. That's really it.
Disrespects Tim Duncan's mom. You know what I mean? Like, just blow 3-1 leads. You know what I mean? Just, I'm not understanding. So, like, you can
waste generational players.
Yes, generational rosters, generational teams. The amount of first team all NBA players that have not won under him. I saw a graphic there, and I wish I had it pulled up. The first one, that was only one that didn't make the playoffs under his tenure, and that was T-Mac. That shit hurt my heart. I'm like, damn. This is how we start. Nigga couldn't even get in the playoffs. And then it was a plethora of like Blake Griffin, like James Harden, all them niggas that just could not get to the conference finals. And then niggas that just couldn't get to the championship was like Chris Paul and some other niggas. It's just like, bro, like
Doc Rivers has coached some he's had like amazing rosters, amazing luck in terms of players he's coached, bro.
They could keep a job too.
And he only got one championship to show for it.
They hold on to the A. The whole 2008 Boston Celtics team, they hold on to that one ring, boy. They clutch them bitches like pearls, nigga. When they talk about that,
I would too. I would too. I'll be acting just like them. I'm not even gonna lie.
You be acting just like them?
Let me get one ring. Let me get one championship. I'm acting I'm acting exactly like Paul Pierce. Everything Paul Pierce has done in his exactly like that. Even getting fired on ESPN because same exact thing, bro. Stabbed 11 times, same exact thing.
Family Man Jax is gonna do that?
Bro, I got a championship ring, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let that shit happen to me. I'm Shadur Shandler and these niggas. Yeah, I'm giving them niggas the wrist. This watch finna go crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, but like I said, the only way this makes sense is if Doc Rivers is a short-term head coach, as in he not gonna win this year. So we're gonna give him a boot. He's just a guiding point, a bridge.
He's a stopgap measure. We just here because we need a coach. Like we physically have to have a coach.
A gap year, one might say. You know what I mean? But this don't make no fucking sense to me. I mean, the fire makes sense. Because I think I just showed you what them niggas look like in pregame today.
Oh yeah, there was
them niggas dancing, cha-cha sliding and shit.
I know, like as a former coach, senior players, I'd be so sick. I'm like, was I that bad? Y'all couldn't dance when like, really? Like the day after y'all are celebrating like this? I'd be sick.
And first of all, Giannis is a nasty nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Giannis is a nasty nigga. You only propping up a black man to be a head coach because you don't want Nick Nurse. You could have left that nigga alone. You could have left Adrian. You could have left that nigga alone, Adrian Griffin alone. You know, there was other coaching candidates.
Nick Nurse is not a bad coach. Like, first of all,
I just need to know what the fuck going on with Nick Nurse for you to you wanted to go this route.
Nick Nurse be playing his players way too long though, so I could see why he didn't want to do that. Or maybe Nick Nurse was just like, the Nats is not going to be on the team no matter what.
I don't know. He seems a little bit more progressive. I don't know. But I mean, look, they didn't. I don't give a fuck what you saying. They didn't work Kawhi up there. Kawhi was not getting overworked there. So I feel like he could have got away with, not doing all that bullshit, but I don't know. Hey, just like niggas talk about LeGM, they gotta start making a name for Giannis.
I'll let you. His name's sort of hard to do that, but we'll figure it out.
We gonna figure out because hey, this nigga doing some GMing. This was a Giannis decision. This was not a Milwaukee Bucks decision because who the fuck puts their first year head coach and fires them mid-season without there being there's Detroit niggas right now that's trying to figure out why can't they do that for their squad right now. Like niggas like, yo, why can't they do this?
But honestly though, like Monty Williams, I feel like he's a better coach for like a more established team. Imagine if they would just switch, like Adrian Griffin was on the Pistons, Monty Williams on the bench.
That would be perfect. That would be perfect because now you have a longer leash for Adrian Griffin. You can really see what he's made of. But hey, some of these young head coaches are hit or miss. Like I didn't realize how good Ty Lue was going to be when he first started with LeBron. But once he went to the Clippers, I'm like, damn, this nigga really he can coach.
He like that.
He's an iconic meme, but nigga can coach.
Yeah,
took the braids off, got the clipboard. Fuck with it. I'm mad at it.
But in other NBA news, and I'm gonna sort of throw this to Greg, but there was a trade that happened, and none other than Scary Terry, Terry Rozier of the Charlotte, or formerly of the Charlotte Hornets, he has been traded to the Miami Heat for Kyle Lowry. What does this mean for the Heat? Like, because I already know the Heat, they don't look good in the regular season. I already know that. Like, that's what happens. Like, Jimmy's going to turn to Michael Jordan in the playoffs. So I'm not worried about the Heat at all. But what does Scary Terry bring to them?
That nigga finna look like Scottie Pippen, nigga. Hey, look, nigga. Like I said, a lot of people are not going to give niggas credit for Scary Terry averaging 22 a game or a night. But that's a nigga that can go get you 22 at any time he want to. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's not a lot of the only nigga that can stop Scary Terry is himself.
Okay, literally, and he do that a lot.
Sometimes. Yeah,
he be doing that.
But if he doesn't have to be that guy, he looks amazing. Which is why he looked really good with Boston because you had JT and you had Brown and you had Kyrie. Kyrie was there. Yeah, he playing backup point guard with Kyrie as the starting point guard. So. When Scary ain't got to be like the focal point person, fire. Nigga, just like me for real. At the reg. If I ain't got to be that guy, nigga. Oh, nigga, I can cook. When all eyes are on me and get the double. I'm cooked, yo. Hey, look.
So you're Scary Terry's player comp?
Nah, not from a style. From a mentality standpoint, absolutely. Without the gangbanging shit. But like, yeah, like the mentality, yes. My play style, absolutely not. You know what I mean? Definitely on some Jahlil Okafor ahead of his time type shit. You know what I mean? Like a more developed Jahlil, you know what I mean?
That's you?
Yeah, more developed. Okay.
More developed,
you know what I mean? Like if Jahlil was in the league 5 years later, that's me.
Oh.
Little baby type shit. Shout out my label, that's me. You feel me? Like that's type of shit I be on. But hey, enough about me. That's what Drake said. Enough about me. You know what I mean? Chill out. We good.
Do you think this because I mean, do you see the Heat as real contenders? Because like even like last year, like it was hard to see them as a real contender until they ended up contending. So like, do you see them as real contenders?
I don't see a team that could sweep these niggas in a 7-game series on the Eastern side.
They're not getting swept. Jimmy won't let the sweep happen.
I don't see a team in the Eastern Conference that won't go 7 games with the Miami Heat. I feel like they can go 7 games with anybody. I feel like they play to their competition. good or bad. I've seen them niggas. I've seen them niggas struggle with the Rockets, and I've seen them niggas go band for band with Boston. And it's just like, yo, nobody was injured, nobody was hurt. These are the same niggas.
They be whooping Boston, bro. Like Boston in the Loki, Boston in the Bucks.
Hey, any team that wear green, bro, watch out. Milwaukee, Boston, it don't matter, nigga. Like
Jimmy really their biggest, like Jimmy and Giannis is a big rival. I feel like nobody really talk about that. That's a real rivalry because Jimmy be bouncing that nigga in the playoffs all the time.
Yeah, but at least with that, like Giannis has at least like gotten one off of him. I think, and the Celtics gotten one off of him too. When the Celtics went to that finals, so oh man, they're just a playoff. They are the legit. This is a playoff team type shit. No. This is a legit playoff team. We do not play basketball for real until the playoffs start. We just got to get there.
Yeah, Jimmy might be the GOAT, bro.
But nobody's gonna appreciate the Scary Terry trade until the playoffs happens. Probably when the second, like I'm almost for certain, Scary Terry during the playoffs is probably gonna pull off 2 game winners or have 2 clutch ass shots. It's like okay,
I like game winners is. But I could, yeah, he's for sure gonna have him. He's for sure gonna have clutch moments. He's gold, bro. Like that's what he do.
Like the game, like people think about game winners, and they use it so loosely because some people be like, oh, I mean, at the buzzer. But sometimes I be thinking about game winners that happen like, oh, okay, like there's still like 2.1 seconds left on the clock for the other team to go get one, and they just miss. And I feel like 2 of those shots would happen with Scary Terry. Jimmy gonna get one too, but like Scary, specifically with Milwaukee, because they ain't got a guard that can fuck with Scary, bro. The backcourt is legit fucking Damian Lillard and Malik Beasley.
And Malik Beasley supposed to be that 3-and-D guy, and
ain't no.
You see what happened with the coach, so.
Hey man, like I don't know what the Milwaukee's identity is gonna look like moving forward. Because I don't know what Doc Rivers is going to do. But as it's currently constructed, my only question about Milwaukee that I didn't even talk about was like, what if you find out Doc is there and you just realize this is just a personnel issue? Like, it don't matter what coach is there. Like, this is what your defense is always going to look like because this is, you know what I mean?
They feel stupid. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, like that. If I was Adrian Griffin, I'd be like, damn, that's crazy. Bitch ass niggas.
Because they still got to. I think they still paying.
They're paying 3 coaches. They're paying. They're still paying Mike.
Yeah.
They're paying Adrian Griffin, and now they're gonna be paying. You're paying 3 coaches at the same time, my nigga. You bet this better equate to a championship.
And if it don't,
or a finals appearance at least, nigga. Damn.
No, I need. If I'm paying 3 coaches, I need a championship, bro. Like I'm paying 3 coaches and Giannis.
He said and Giannis, bro. And we picked up Dame's contract. Damn, bro, the fuck?
They need a championship.
We brought back Brook Lopez.
Nah, they need a championship.
Yeah, they like expedition. They low-key need 2. For 3 coaches? God damn. Yeah. 3 for them head coaches that you paying for.
But now, okay, we gotta get into the real meat and potatoes of the episode.
Absolutely. Bro. Absolutely. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad
now,
you're here.
There's been something floating around in the social media stratosphere. I don't even know like where that came up actually. Who sort of brought this up? It
was asked by KD.
Oh yeah, it was Kevin Durant himself. Because y'all know Kevin Durant. He liked to be in Twitter and commenting with people and talking to people. Because like he be bored. He be high and bored. Like Kevin Durant, he just be high and bored all the time. It's true. He be smoking. He smoke like he say that. He say he be high and bored. And they don't drug test in the NBA no more.
You're right. You're absolutely.
Yeah, I'm so serious. He said he be high and bored.
I'm not trying to be sarcastic.
Okay. But yeah, so he was going back and forth arguing with a person's comments, and they said KD's not the GOAT, blah blah blah, and he just simply asked, "Why I'm not in the GOAT conversation?" And that begs the question: does Kevin Durant belong in the GOAT conversation, Greg?
Now I have common sense, but I want to ask you. I want you to ask that question. I want you to answer that question first.
Yes, he does. Do I think he's a GOAT? No. But having him in the conversation is not blasphemy. It's not crazy to have him in the conversation. Not at all.
I just think it's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
Have him in the conversation.
Why is stupid?
What kind of conversation are we having, Jackson?
A GOAT conversation.
A greatest of all time conversation.
Yeah.
We are having Kevin Durant.
He's the best scorer in the NBA. He's the best scorer the NBA's ever seen.
The best scorer.
Yes.
The best scorer in basketball, right? Yes. Realistically, where do you have him ranked right now? And just all time.
Question like this, I hate because it's hella. No, like it's hella people I don't know. Like,
what you mean, bro? What you mean? It shouldn't be hard.
I don't actually like rank people top 10 because, like, be for real, I do not care.
So you're saying top 10? He's somewhere in top 10.
You're talking about you're talking about like greatest of all time. I don't rank these NBA players because it's like how I'm supposed to argue between Larry Bird and like somebody like that. Like I didn't see them, so. But anyway, but still, like
that's my argument.
Back to your point though, I still do think Kevin Durant. If I could rank him, I don't know where I'd rank him, being completely honest, but he's the second best small forward. LeBron James is the first, and I believe he's better than a lot. I don't know, like he's just better than a lot of people that people have in their top 10. I feel like
I hate having certain conversations because it makes it seem like I'm hating on Kevin Durant. Because I think Kevin Durant is a great fucking player. He has a great fucking career. He has great accolades. He has everything that you would want out of an NBA player. That being said, I'm tired of conversations turning into group discussions. If Kevin Durant is supposed to be a part of this conversation, nigga, who else? You know what I mean? Like, bring Shaq up there, I guess. Bring all these other niggas. A conversation, I always thought, was a debate between two people.
You know it's not true at all.
You know what I mean? Like, you can have a conversation. I feel like a group discussion.
You can have a conversation. A group discussion is still a conversation. You can have a conversation with 27 people.
That's cool. I don't want to have. I just. What's the point of having a group discussion? That's the same thing as like we said like 2 pods ago, talking about theoretically, yes, the New York Knicks can go win a championship this year. They have the 5th best odds.
It's not going to happen. It's not
going to happen. Why are we even having that kind of conversation?
Well, it's not theoretically. It's just it's factual that the Knicks are going to win a championship. It's not theoretical.
You never know but like by.
Oh no, I know. You ain't got to worry about that.
And I know that Kevin Durant is not a top 3 player of all time.
Why do you say that? Why do you think he's not in the GOAT conversation?
Me personally, I think that when it comes to GOAT conversations, there is something that will always stick out. And I do believe in certain aspects with Kevin Durant when he said the Warriors and stuff, it is a bit narrative driven. Let's be honest. Exactly. It's definitely narrative driven. But I disagree with Kevin Durant talking about the Warriors is the reason why he's not in the GOAT conversation.
It is so.
There's an argument that we're even thinking about having a conversation because you joined Golden State and won 2 championships. We're just hypothetically believing that he would just stay in OKC and he would just win some championships. What if he doesn't win? What if he doesn't win a championship? What if he doesn't do these things? Now all of a sudden, we're having different kind of conversations that I don't want to have that, rhymes with aim and ends with Illard. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to have those kind of conversations right now because I feel like that's disrespectful because he has his rings. But I don't want to put it solely on Golden State. Golden State puts you in the upper echelon.
But I feel like
before Golden State and after Golden State is the reason why you are not in GOAT conversations, not specifically because of Golden State. In my opinion, had you won a championship with the Brooklyn Nets, I feel like the narrative that you're talking about would be a lot different. Had he won with Brooklyn, had he won with Phoenix, had he won with OKC, had he won anywhere else outside of Golden State.
Can you hold that thought for a second? Like, because I want to get back to your point, but I do think I sort of agree with him when he said the Warriors are the reason he don't get that GOAT love because I think prime KD spent his career with like Warriors time. I think that was his prime, like the prime of his career. But we never saw him do like we never saw like the heights of what his prime could be because the team was just so stacked. He never had to he didn't have to use all his power. He didn't have to put all his powers on display, so to say. Like he's Kevin, like because everybody knows Kevin Durant's, probably the best scorer NBA has ever seen. Like he can score from anywhere. The only thing that can stop him is himself. Like honestly, but he's never had his career high is only like 55 points, and you see people like Embiid and Devin Booker and that Dominican up in Minnesota, they're scoring 70 points, 60, 70 points. Kevin Durant's never done that because he's always focused on like efficiency. Like scoring like that is something he could have done, but he just don't be wanting to because he wants to like be the 50, 40, 90 most efficient type player. Like we never really saw him put all of his strengths to use, And I feel like that's sort of the reason why people don't have that appreciation for him. Because if he stayed with OKC, he would have for sure had those chances to, all right, let me go get 70. Let me go do something crazy because he can do that. And you said what?
Yeah, I think he could.
Yeah. And I sort of like to get back to your point so you can chime back in again about you said what he did what he didn't do with OKC and Brooklyn and Phoenix, which he still has the potential to do because Phoenix is doing good right now and he's still playing, but he didn't win a championship with them. With OKC, I wish he would have got a championship. He didn't, and I think they would have gotten a championship. They were close to a championship twice. They lost. They blew that 3-1 lead, unfortunately, to the Warriors, and then before that, they lost in the finals to the Heat when they were still a young team. Which that still bothers me because they should have won. If they would have won game 2 like they should have, if they would have called that foul on LeBron like they should have, and they didn't, I think OKC would have won that game and went on to win the series. But that's neither here nor there. And even going back to his days in Brooklyn, the only reason that the Bucks won that championship is because Kevin Durant likes to wear his shoes like half a size too big. He said it himself, and his toe or the toe of his shoe was on the line when he shot that 3 to send them into overtime. So it was only a 2. Like they should have won that game, but because it was just small things like that separated them and allowed the Bucks to win a championship. But I think Kevin Durant, he's done more than enough to be in. I don't think he's a GOAT, but he's done more than enough to warrant being in that conversation, in my eyes.
And in my eyes, I just think. Because me personally, like when it comes to Kevin Durant, I have him like slightly outside of my top 10, like maybe 11. Like he close, but it's just kind of
Can he do anything to get in your top 10?
Oh man, of course. Like I feel like when his career is all said and done, like he'll comfortably be inside the top 10.
Why not just put him in the top 10 now if you know he's going to be comfortably in your top 10?
Because I don't know if he's This is me just being hopeful. This is wishful thinking. If his career stopped right now, I would be like, yeah, okay. There's like 10 niggas that I'm putting over this nigga.
I don't know if there's. In my humble opinion, I don't know if there's 10 niggas better than basketball.
Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Wilt Chamberlain, Tim Duncan. And I have Steph Curry in there. And niggas feel some type of way about that, but it's really just how you feel about Larry Bird. And that's really where the toss-up is at for 10 for me. Because I just can't. I know it's a different era, but winning 3 back-to-back-to-back MVPs is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it's all about how you feel about that. Who has the edge, but that's where he's at.
I think NBA, like now it's more narrative driven, so I don't even know if somebody can. I don't think anybody's ever gonna win 3 back-to-back MVPs because that's how the NBA is now. Like Jokic, he should have probably won last year, but people was just like, "Oh, we're tired of it. Let's give it to Embiid."
Yeah,
right. So like voter fatigue is a real thing that happens. There's a couple names in that list you said that I was just like, it's a little crazy,
What? Which one?
Like, Steph Curry, I think Kevin Durant's I think he's much better is a stretch.
Much better is crazy.
But I think Kevin Durant's better than Steph Curry. Shaq, I think he's better than Shaq because Shaq himself would say he didn't try as hard as he should have. So I'll say that. Wilt Chamberlain, the fact you put Wilt Chamberlain in your top 10 is crazy, knowing how you feel about him. But Wilt Chamberlain, we don't.
My soul.
That you feel like that? Okay.
I mean, it hurt my soul to put that nigga Wilt Chamberlain in there. It hurt my soul to put that nigga Wilt Chamberlain in there. You know I didn't want to put that nigga in there.
But Wilt Chamberlain, like, we ain't even see it. Nobody saw him play apparently because we still looking for the 100-game footage.
Oh God, but niggas think I'm going crazy when I say
we still looking for the 100-game footage. Like, I think he scored 100, but like, we still looking for that footage.
I'm still looking for a picture of him next to a black woman. Oh God. I still haven't found that one yet. I don't know.
And then you said, I remember I was telling you pre-pod, you said Kobe Bryant. I honestly think KD's better than Kobe. Like,
that's cool. Why do you feel that way though? Like, I guess you're not really, you're going straight hoops with it. Like, you're just going straight.
Yeah.
You just eye test for you. I guess that's what I'm gathering from.
Like, when I think of stuff like that, I'm thinking of, like, even though GOAT is greatest, I'm still, in my mindset, I'm thinking, like, best. And I think Kevin Durant is a better basketball player because he's a better shooter. He's probably on par as a defender. Like, even though I feel like people severely underrate his defense, in my opinion. Like, prime KD's defense was, he was a real deal stretch five, even though he was still, like, playing like a shooting guard, even though he played like a shooting guard, even though he's a small forward and he's like a stretch five. I think his defense is crazy. Even though I know Kobe made his multiple all defense teams and everything, but I think Kevin Durant's defense is really sold short. And like I said, Kevin Durant, he can score from anywhere. His passing isn't, but neither was Kobe's because they're not really passers. But yeah, I just think all around he's a better player. So that's why I would put him over those players that I said, like Steph, Shaq, Kobe, etc.
I think the reason why it's kind of hard for us to agree is because, like, I guess for greatest of all time, I think the accolades have to matter at some point. Mm-hmm. And I think that from a talent, this is one of the greatest talents I've ever seen pick up a basketball and put the ball in a fucking hoop. Like, that low-key kind of be my argument with LeBron. Like, yeah, MJ did what he did, but nigga, I ain't never seen no nigga like LeBron put the ball through the hoop, especially in Miami. I'm like, who is this nigga? This is a train. Like, this nigga, like, bro, like, what can't that nigga do? So, like, yeah. I get it, and I think that a lot of times when we have, like, the real GOAT conversations of, like, okay, like, who you really have as, like, your greatest of all time type shit. And, like, MJ's arguments, I think that, in my opinion, I think he probably had, like, the best kind of career archetype. Mm-hmm. And his peaks were probably higher than LeBron to a certain degree when it comes to, like, success and winning basketball games and having clutch moments and shit. But LeBron's peak is just that longevity of his peak being the same for, like, 18, 19, damn near 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, we still don't have a legit decline. I think nigga averaged 27 his whole life. Yeah. If not at least 27 his whole life, which is a crazy thing to even think
about. I think, like, the only year he didn't was, like, his rookie year.
Yeah, and after
that, just 27.
Consistency like, to the highest degree. And then, like, the only reason why I put Kareem up there is because, like, when we talk about longevity, like, playing 18 years in an era like that, where the resources weren't the resources, niggas was still legit hooping in Chuck Taylors, and you happen to you be the leading scorer, and it just now takes LeBron, like, last year, to finally surpass you. It's just like, bro, like, this is insane. Nobody thought in their wildest dream that this would even get passed, and you have a whole hook shot, and niggas make rules about you. Niggas say you can't dunk the ball, so you just do a hook shot, and now niggas don't even do that shit no more. So, like, those are, like, the three, like, okay, like, you make an argument of, like, why you are a GOAT. Like, those are the three things I think about. And then after that, if you want to have a conversation with anybody else, you low key kind of got to get nasty with it. For real. You kind of have to be a little. You're gonna have to be a little edgy with what you about to say. Like to put Kobe in there, like you gonna have to say some shit like, I don't know, like I don't know what you have to say. Like, a lot of people will say best player in the hardest era or some shit like that. And I'm just like,
no,
hey, I'm just like, all right, what we doing? And then with KD, it's like, yes, he's I think he's probably the greatest scorer, but there's arguments to be made, I guess. Like niggas will be quick to put Harden in that bitch to be like, okay, like, well, what about Harden? To be in the conversation, as you would like to say. Even though I disagree, there's niggas that's gonna put there's gonna be niggas that put certain things versus don't nobody be talking about LeBron's longevity. Nobody's comparing to LeBron. Like that is clear cut. That's his thing. And then LeBron, and then MJ, they do like the 6-0 in the finals and stuff. And I will say this: KD being 0-6 in any OT in the playoffs. Look, I know the foot was on the line, but nigga, it was OT. You still had a chance to win. I get it. Like, I would feel a little.
He was tired. He played like that. I think he played like that whole game, bro.
Hey,
it was just him and James Harden with one hamstring, bro.
This is why it's called the GOAT conversation.
I don't think LeBron wouldn't have won with. I don't think with himself and one hamstring James Harden on that, because that team was terrible. But this conversation, we'll never know the answer.
Guess what, nigga? I guess we'll never know, my nigga. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And it's not my thing. Like I said, like a lot of people, when it comes to Kevin Durant, the only thing that I really disagreed with, I get his premise of him like, oh, I went to Golden State, like that's why, In my opinion, I'm just like, I feel like you're giving Golden State a little bit too much credit. Like, yes, that was niggas did not like that move, but who's to say you was gonna win a championship had you not gone to Golden State? Because you haven't shown me that you can win regardless of the situation. I know every situation had its own ordeal. You was with an old ass Chris Paul or Kyrie was bugging. Okay, I get it.
I know there was.
I get it.
That whole Kyrie thing, bro. Like, I know people just like, this cannot be real right now, bro. Like, we have 3 of the best players the NBA has ever seen, and this nigga want to do that, bro. I know they was sick.
And it's just like y'all hoeing because y'all don't even give a fuck no more. Y'all don't care about that vaccine no more. When the last time nigga told you to bring your vaccine card, nigga? When the last time you had to show that?
The only person who care about the vaccine now is Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Don't nobody give a fuck. They was really pressing niggas for a solid year, and then it just we don't care anymore. We're good.
Like because the government was like, we need these people to get back to work so they can keep our economy going. We don't care if they die, but
absolutely
neither here nor there.
But yeah, but like I said, I don't have a problem with KD saying that because I feel like we say this like once every 3 months. You have to have some sort of something in your brain to be as good as you are. You gotta believe some of this shit that you're saying.
Yeah.
So respectfully, I get where he's coming from. I just believe that he's wrong, and that's simply okay. And a conversation doesn't have to be a group discussion.
Kevin Durant, I think you're still in the. I don't think you're the GOAT, but it's not crazy to have you in the conversation. But
what does no longer in the conversation mean? Like what number? Where does that stop? How many players before it's like, okay, like this is too many niggas in the conversation. Like we're not getting anything productive done if we just have 30 niggas in this conversation.
30 is crazy, but I feel like I mean maybe top 10, 7.
Yeah, that's too much for me.
7 people.
For me, it's 3.
Well, we can agree to disagree. and we need to agree to disagree some more because it's time for our picks for this week.
Why would you say that, knowing that we gonna have the same picks?
Bro, stop, bro.
I'm not picking them niggas, bro.
It's the conference championship for the playoffs. 1 game away from the Super Bowl. Only 2 games being played. There's the Chiefs versus the Ravens, the Lions versus the 49ers. We need to go ahead and get our picks for the early game on Sunday, January 28th. It's the Chiefs against the Ravens. Greg, who do you got?
I have Lamar because we need Lamar to put an end to this shit right now.
Lamar Jackson, please save us. Lamar Jackson, please save us.
I'm tired of seeing white women and white men swag surf and calling it a viral dance.
Nigga, bro, it was like the swag surf explained. I was like, bro, what the hell are we doing?
You think I'm finna disagree with you, my nigga? Jax, do you really think I'm finna disagree with you when I see shit like this? We just gonna have to agree, my nigga. It's gonna be one of them pods where we just gonna have to agree. We just, newsflash, my niggas, we gonna have the same picks. Because I refuse to have this shit go on any further, bro. Man. We need you, Lamar. We need real niggas back in the Super Bowl, bro.
And low key, like Greg, we're picking the same picks. I also choose the Ravens, but we need this or really you need this to happen, Lamar, because Mahomes is going crazy. You might not get many more chances for this, bro. Like,
this is your chance, bro.
If you get to the championship against him, like, you need to win. And do you see that? You see, he was doing an interview today, or he was like having like media availability, and they was like, "What do you like about playing against Mahomes?" He was like, "I don't like playing against him." Like, that's real, bro.
Real nigga giving you real nigga answers, bro. I'm tired of this. I'm ready to see. I almost said something crazy. I'm ready to see real black families, bro. I'm trying to see real black families, bro. Nah, let's get into it. I'm tired. Yo, niggas finna go crazy. Let me chill. But no, bro, why we don't know about Lamar Jackson's mama?
We do. She's the one who she's his agent.
I need to see them more in the media, bro. We just seeing the Kelsey, mama Kelsey, dad Kelsey, Taylor Swift. Tired of that. I'm tired of that, yo.
Like, if the Chiefs get to the Super Bowl, you know Taylor Swift's gonna be there, and they're just gonna show her so much.
They don't even show Mahomes' dad no more.
He was in the I think he was in like a video next to them. He was looking at him like, what the hell?
Even that nigga's disgusting. That nigga said, Mahomes wrap this shit up, man.
He liked white women and he was disgusting, bro. That's how you know it was getting crazy. That's how you know it was getting crazy.
Yo, nigga, that's a bar. Nah, bro. I need to see Lamar Jackson's family. I need black families, man. 100% black families. I stand on it.
This side note, but do you remember Anthony Richardson's family? Like, his brother was like 14 with that neck tattoo, bro.
With that
deep ass voice,
insane ass. That
bitch ass nigga.
Like, that was a disgusting ass, thick ass neck.
He's like 12 years old.
Nigga look like
I know people who had tattoos young, but never a neck tattoo, and it was like right here. Like, you can't hide that. Like, it's crazy.
Hey, that's them. That's them kind of niggas that Young Thug be talking about in trial. Niggas like him. That's the niggas they be trying to explain in trial. Them niggas. A very other side note before we move on. Mariah the scientist, she got to stop, bro. She got to stop, man.
Young Thug's gonna beat that case, and once he beats that case, it's gonna get real. She's gonna get real annoying. I feel like. Oh, man. But, anyways, we gotta move on. This next game will be the Lions versus the 49ers. Greg, who are we picking, Greg?
We are picking the Detroit Lions because fuck the 49ers, fuck San Francisco.
Fuck Sam Howell.
Fuck Sam Howell. Why you at it, nigga?
He got to do anything.
Fuck that nigga, cause it is. It is what it is, nigga. That running back masked as a quarterback. That's the real Jalen Milroe right there, nigga. Weak ass nigga. Get that bum off the NFL roster, bro. Can't wait for that nigga to. I can't wait for his replacement this upcoming draft. But let's stay focused. Fuck San Francisco. I'm chill out on the Bosa twins. Y'all got ties. Let me chill out. Let me chill. Not too much.
They got mob. What was this? It was like
Big Tuna.
Yeah, Big Tuna. It was something crazy.
Something ridiculously bad. Like, this.
And then one of them was like Joey Bats or something.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same nigga. He had two nicknames: Joey Batters and the Big Tuna.
Maybe the Niners are finna win, bro. They got mob ties.
Chill, bro. Chill, gang. I don't want to see that happen.
We need the Niners to win. We need one sort of mid quarterback to put an end to another mid quarterback's reign of terror, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be a Jared Goff fan today because look, and maybe they did sacrifice the Detroit Pistons season to uplift the Lions. Maybe there's some validity to that, but yeah, we are picking the Lions because fuck the 49ers, bro. We
need that to happen. We need a Baltimore Detroit Super Bowl. That would go crazy.
That would go crazy. It would go crazy with the Chiefs too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Honestly, if it's the Chiefs in the line, that'd be crazy because that was the first game of the year, and the Lions won that game. So like,
Kadarius Toney rematch. This time, he bobbles the catch. It is.
I'm not gonna. I think Kadarius Toney. I think he's gonna have a crazy moment in the play if he plays because he's been inactive. I think he's gonna have like a crazy good moment in the play.
I think respectfully, he needs to stay inactive. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it cute now. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang.
It was like last Super Bowl he had that crazy punt return, so I think he's gonna do something crazy in this game. Hopefully, though, it's the last game for the Chiefs season because Lamar Jackson, we need you to save us.
Please. I'm not asking. I'm telling you.
But with that being said, now it's time to get into our hot takes of the week. Greg, what do you have?
Yeah. How crazy is your hot take?
You already know my hot take.
Then you go ahead and do yours first.
All right. My hot take is that we need more violence at NBA games. We need more malices at the Palace. We need fans to get beat up more. We need this to happen because all these fans, they done got too. I don't know. They just think they can't be touched. And this hot take was spurred on by Imani Bates. He's a rookie. He's in the G League right now. He's having like 30 in the G League, which is averaging 30 in the G League and still not getting caught up. Sort of crazy, but I digress. Yeah. But Imani Bates at the G League game that happened Tuesday or Monday or something like that. He went into the stands of a game to confront him and one of his teammates. They went to the stands of a game to confront a heckling fan. And for that, he was suspended 2 games and everything. But, like, this is what the NBA needs. Like, you have all these videos of fans talking crap to Russell Westbrook all the time. And then he'll be like, oh, come down here and say it. There was a video of a fan who was like, okay. He went down there and said, Russ, you suck. Like, to Russ's face. And, like, if this was real life, Russ would have probably beat his ass. But you can't do that because it's an NBA game. Then there's other videos. Like, people love to just people think Russell Westbrook is an easy target or something. Because remember, I think it was like last year, he was like leaving a game and like a fan was harassing him and his family and all that. And it's just like, we need these, or at least I need, for my personal enjoyment, I need to see these fans get beat up, bro. Because they done got too. I don't even know. They think they can't be touched and they need to get touched. They need to get reminded that, hey, I'm not really like that. Hey, I'm still a normal human being. This man is 6'4", 200 and however many pounds, a world-class athlete, and he could whoop my ass. Maybe I need to relax, bro. That's my hot take. I think all you fans need your ass whooped because y'all be talking a little bit too crazy.
What's considered too crazy for you? Where does that line draw? I just want to know.
Just anything you wouldn't say to a normal person, like out in the no. If you're not willing to fight about it, don't say it.
Oh, okay. Then that's so broad, my nigga.
But I'm saying if you're not willing to fight it, because it's different for everybody.
You suck. And you say, yo, say it right here. And the nigga say you suck, then.
But I'm saying that's in the NBA. Like, if you're not out, like if you walking in like the normal street, just you and Russell Westbrook, you didn't even know it's Russell Westbrook. You just come up and say some trash to him, talk trash to him, be like, you suck. If you're not willing to fight about it, don't say it. That's how I feel. If you're not willing to fight about it, do not say it.
I think that you would be surprised what niggas are willing to fight for, nigga.
All right, if you get your ass whooped.
But niggas not getting their ass whooped over saying you suck, though.
Bro,
oh God, bro.
If you say something to me and I want to fight you and we fight, then like that's all. That's all, man. I just don't be afraid to get. Don't be afraid to get beat up.
I don't think they're afraid. That's the problem.
But they need to be. They're not afraid because the fights don't be happening. That's why we need more violence. We need more mouths at the palace.
Jax, even if the fights happen, they're still not afraid because they still gonna benefit. Because you know what's gonna happen after that. Lawsuit, nigga.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying. We need more violence.
They're gonna be hit me, nigga. Hit me. You know them Utah niggas are gonna go crazy. Yeah, do it.
They're gonna do it regardless. They was gonna do it regardless.
Nah, I just don't think it's gonna. I appreciate the plan because I see the vision. I just don't think it's gonna be executed to the degree that you think it should be or will be.
It won't, but it needs to be. We just
even if they made it a mandate, like, oh yeah, fight for yourself. Go beat a nigga ass if they talking shit.
That would be so lying. That would be so lying, bro.
I feel like I don't know what they said to Imani, but he had to go up some steps to go confront this nigga, and I just want to know what he said.
Bro, it's a G League and nobody's in the state. Like you just playing your heart out, trying to make it back to the NBA. You going crazy, and nigga in the stand just saying, "Hey, you suck!" Like quiet gym, everybody hear it.
I just don't think you suck is enough to get it, especially if I'm going off. There's no way. It's like, yeah, nigga, this 40 piece really shows I suck.
And people be getting mad. I feel like people just. I don't know. Maybe it was the internet that made people get way more disrespectful. But like, I was just saying you suck because I couldn't really think of like a insult.
Nah. You got some shit in the chamber. You just too afraid.
Yeah, but I don't know about Imani Bates to talk about him. But like, I'm just saying, like, people got way more disrespectful. Like, so people say much more harmful stuff. People be talking about people kids, people mamas, people families, all that. Like, y'all deserve to get your ass whooped. Like, that's why I just think that we need more violence. We need people to get hurt. Like, even the NFL games, they was walking the field, people be throwing stuff at them, bro. Like, you deserve to get punched in the face at least once, you know? It's something that bothers me, bro. It needs to happen.
It needs to happen. It won't happen. And I'm sad that it's not law, actually. But I do think there needs to be a threshold because you got some sensitive ass NBA niggas that's just having a bad day. Because I know you're not going to defend Draymond Green like this if he go up in that damn stand and smack somebody. I know you're not going to have.
It depends on what the person say.
Exactly. But it depends on, he going to use your words against you. Be willing to fight for it. Be willing to stand on it. You said I suck? Put your hands up, my nigga. Meet. Now it's like, yo, Draymond, all he did was say he sucked. He was like, hey, yo, nigga, stand on business. Consequences, right?
I would support that.
You would support? Nah, there's no.
Yes, bro. Because I just think it needs that just one time. I just think it needs to happen just one time.
I don't think Draymond.
A fan just need to get hospitalized, bro. Just one time.
I don't think Draymond should be the first one.
No,
I'm saying I just don't think Draymond should be the first one.
Who should it be? Ja?
No, it should be somebody that like a respect, like
Malcolm Brogdon.
No, that's too much. Nah, too much. It got to be something. It got to be something scary. It got to be like Giannis.
No, what's the dude? It's Isaiah Stewart.
Oh fuck!
Who was running after LeBron like that? It got to be him.
Or the Hey, I'll give it to Thanasis. If Thanasis come up there on some, hey, don't talk about my brother like that type shit.
I can for sure see him doing that.
Nigga was really finna get busy with Bobby Portis. Or was that somebody else? No, they were the same team. Never mind.
Yeah, it wasn't Bobby Portis. Unless it was, that'd be very weird. But
it was when the Pacers and the Bucks was beefing. Bobby Portis got into it with some random ass rookie with the Pacers or some shit.
Oh, no.
Bobby Portis, he looked like he'll slap the shit out of somebody.
He did. He broke Mirotic. Was it Mirotic? Remember?
Oh yeah. You're right.
And now Mirotic won't come back to the NBA after that, bro.
Some whole ass.
So Bobby Portis will do that to somebody.
Hey, that nigga crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I fuck with that hot take. Let's speak it into existence. Finally, my hot take of the week. A very special week, by the way. And I hated bringing up Giannis again, but this was my hot take that I had for like literally like 8 days. And I'm just like, why is this nigga on the news all the time? Giannis winning in 2021 changed the landscape of the NBA from an NBA standpoint and a business standpoint. I think he's probably that was probably one of the most impactful things that happened in the NBA probably in the last 10 years. Probably since KD joined the Warriors. I say that because I think a lot of moving parts happen. Starting with, I don't think Damian Lillard stays in Portland as long as he does those extra 2 years if Giannis doesn't win that championship that year. I think because he was still on that weird shit of not running from the grind type bullshit. And I think all it really took was for him to see Giannis win a championship. He got into his little delusional ass mind, like, oh, I can do that too. Now that's just a light blow, and that's just it's a random stray for real because it's really not even my point. I just wanted to put that out there. But the way we view not us, but I think the way GMs view European players, I think the way basketball is being set up, it's a copycat league, and I think that a lot more GMs, a lot more, especially small market teams, now officially have a blueprint of what it would take to win an NBA championship. And it starts with drafting a European player. I think that most small market teams moving forward will go European mainly because it's less of a headache. I'm
not gonna lie, you said that at first. I'm not even trying to like step on your point, but like I see the vision completely. I get exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. I think that you have Giannis. Your best players in the world have been what? Giannis, Embiid, Jokic, Luka. List goes on. Some of those are small market. I don't know if you consider that as a small market team. I don't fucking know. But at least Milwaukee, niggas is a small market. Denver, that's a small market technically. And what happens is, okay, hey, they don't give a fuck about America. So they're not. When's the last time you ever heard somebody talk about, oh yeah, Jokic is disgruntled. He's trying to go to LA. He finna go to LA in the next 6 years.
Yeah.
He's gonna go to New York. You don't have to deal with that because they can't wait to leave the fucking country. They can't wait to go back home and race horses and shit, right? I think from a small market perspective, that's the way they're gonna have to go because getting the I don't want to use Zion, but like the last great NBA player, like if something is disgruntled, They from here, nigga. They gonna go where they comfortable at. You know what I mean? When's the last time you heard Jokic have a cryptic tweet, nigga?
I don't even think that nigga got
What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like when niggas try to have serious conversations with Giannis, what that nigga do? He crack a dad joke and start talking about waffles and shit and pancakes and other weird shit. Cause none of this shit, all of this shit, it don't matter.
He be doing that to distract people from. Man, we're gonna have a conversation about Giannis. He be doing that to distract people. I see what he be doing, but continue.
So, if I'm a small market team and I happen to be a GM, and you look at what they doing for Wemby, what's going on for all these other young motherfuckers that are across the country, it's a safer bet to go that route. There's nobody, even if there's a superstar that's coming out of the NBA draft, that's coming out of college, that's an American-born star. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm a small market team, I just see the vision of it being European basketball play. I just see it because it's a copycat league. You see more and more people talk about European overseas shit. We talk about Alexander Sarr. We getting so bad, nigga. We out here talking about Cooper Flag, a white boy from Maine. Look how the times have come, bro. Look at the transition, and I think it translates. Like you don't even see like that kind of high flying ass basketball American ass athlete like you used to, mainly because the game has changed. Like the game is still changing, and these niggas from overseas is coming in more skilled anyway. So what they gonna do? We gonna work on skill too. We not gonna just high fly and just run and dunk all the motherfucking time. So I don't know. That's the vision I see. I don't see it changing anytime soon, and I think that's you're just gonna see a lot of Mirotic and Jakovic. You're gonna see a lot of
names that end with itch and stuff.
Yeah, you can have a lot of those being like top 5 draft picks, especially if you're seeing a Indiana Pacers on there or a
Detroit Pistons,
Toronto Raptors, any of the Midwest ass teams. Look, OKC did the same thing. They got lucky with SGA, but with
SGA International, he from Canada.
Yeah, but he one of them niggas. He was via trade. You feel me? But you get it. But it wouldn't surprise me if a nigga like SGA like in LA. You know what I mean? He a different kind of nigga. But I hate bringing this nigga up. But when they got Josh Giddey, I'm like, okay. I see the vision. Cause that nigga don't look like he care about going anywhere else. Actually, that's a different conversation. But yeah,
I was like, shut up, bro. I knew what you was gonna say. I was like, be quiet.
Hey, that's the end of my hot take. Nigga. I end my turn. I'm good. But look, that Giannis winning in 2021, I feel like was the start of all of this domino effect happening, and it helped that Jokic ended up winning one just last year too. Yeah, but I think that's the end of it. Any last words, Jax?
You already know what I'm finna say, man. If you want to change your life, go ahead and do some life changing shit, man.
And what's the last life changing shit you've done?
Wake up this morning.
That's life changing.
Yeah, you can't change your life without waking up. That's a fact.
So that's the last thing you did.
Probably. I ain't do nothing life changing. I'm not gonna lie. I went to work.
That's real.
Yeah,
that's real. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna help you change. I'm gonna help you change your life. We're gonna change our life together. I'm gonna find you a wife. I
don't know if I want you to find me one. I'm not gonna hold you.
Hey, I don't
know if I want you to find me one. I'm not gonna hold you.
First of all, stop. Because I don't know what that means for real. You don't trust me? That's crazy.
No.
Why don't you trust me? That's crazy.
Because, bro, you get on this podcast and you lie for an hour and 40 minutes.
An hour and 40 is crazy. When there's an extra 12 seconds running, that's crazy. But come on, bro. I know you though. Bro. And it's not even about finding somebody new. I just know. Hey, Hey, yo, we look. We gonna talk after the pod, yo. It's cool. Oh they don't have to know about all this, yo. Hey.
Anyways, bro.
It's a meeting, yo. Hey, we meeting after this, yo. All this shit getting cut out. But like hey, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment to
our Instagram, our YouTube.
Especially YouTube.
Go to the reviews on our podcast. Review our podcast too. You know, rate us 5
stars. Rate us 5 stars for real.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know what I mean? We trying to get international.
Yeah.
We international now. So go get some international bitches. And we'll see y'all next week.